April marked the 25th anniversary of the Hubble Space Telescope. It continues to operate, but its successor is on the way. The new James Webb Space Telescope will be launched in 2018, an $8 billion observatory designed to expand on the knowledge gained from Hubble. And joining me right now is Rosanne Skirble to talk more about this. Thank you so much for joining us. Hubble is going to stay active, and then we have another telescope going, Webb Space Telescope. What makes it so different?
While Hubble was flying in low Earth orbit, James Webb will be flying out about 1.5 million kilometers from Earth in a darker part of the universe. So that's one thing. Another thing is that its mirror is 6.5 times actually, bigger than Hubble's. And so it makes it 100 times more powerful. And that will be coated with a thin layer of gold, which is interesting.
Wow.
And finally, and maybe most importantly, is that it's an infrared telescope, which means it goes beyond the visible light into the infrared spectrum. So it will be able to see back in time.
And when you say back in time, that means from the moment of the Big Bang to 100 million years that we don't know about.
Exactly. We don't know about that period of time. So that's how far back, and that's one of the main purposes, is to study that period of time that we don't know about. And it will be able to look in this infrared light at the earliest objects in the universe. Those are the faintest that Hubble just can't touch in this infrared spectrum. And they can see. It will be able to see through cosmic dust and into the atmosphere. And also, it will be probing the atmosphere and the exoplanets for chemical signatures of life. So that's pretty exciting.
That's amazing.
It'll be 1.5 million kilometers from Earth. It needs to keep cool. The telescope needs to keep cool. So it's carrying with it a sunscreen, but not just any old sunscreen, a 5-layer sunscreen that's about as big as a tennis court, if you can imagine. And that will keep it minus 200 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Cool. And
so if the shield is like a size of a tennis court, how big is the telescope itself?
Well, the telescope is big too, and so the problem was, how do you get a telescope this big with a mirror 6.5 times bigger than Hubble's? How do you get that in the space in a rocket and actually get it out? Well, they had to fold it up literally and put it into the rocket, and then it will unfold like a flower in space.
Okay.
And the scary part is they only have one chance.
That's what I wanted to ask you. There are two things to note here. There won't be a chance to repair the Webb telescope, but scientists are really expecting big things from the new observatory. But when we say that we can't repair it, that means first it's going on a one-way ticket, and second, we can't fix it if something happens.
No, I mean, the Hubble we could, because we had the space shuttle. Low Earth orbit space shuttle, perfect. This is going 1.5 million kilometers from Earth. So there's no chance of fixing it in any way. So they have to get it right the first time. And scientists are hoping, obviously, that this can expand our knowledge of what we know about in the universe. The mission is to search for stars and galaxies, to watch them form, to observe their development, and to also measure these physical and chemical properties of the universe.
Okay. And lastly, when is the launch?
The launch is in 2018, and I'm not sure of the exact date in 2018. They, according to what I've read most recently, they are on schedule, but it is still 3 years away.
All right, we'll keep our eyes on it. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was a pleasure.
Rosanne Skirble, thank you.